Time for baseball on the show from the bank. Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. It's the first game in the month of June between the Washington Nationals and the Philadelphia Phillies. It's Phillies baseball next on the show. Scott Kazmir gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, you take a look at that whip. It's under 1-2, which tells me he's been pretty darn effective all year long. We'll see how he does in this one.
Denard Span makes his way to the plate, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
The right fielder, number 2, Denard Span.
And the first pitch of the afternoon is taken for ball 1 as we get underway in Philadelphia. Eric, these Phillies, as they begin play here today, they've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
And it's been a good series for them so far here, too. They've been able to take the first 2 games, and now they're set up in good shape to make it a clean sweep.
Kazmir gets the sign. Here's the 1-1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. One and two, here it comes. Fastball swung on and missed, and the leadoff man has gone on strikes to start the afternoon. And here's how the Nats line up in this one. Steve, how do they go about trying to start out the month with a win?
Well, you're thinking that you might be able to score runs today in this ballpark and against this pitcher. So you need to get on top and then just don't let that foot off the pedal. Keep it going because no lead is safe here.
Curtis Granderson will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Well, it seems like it's going from bad to worse. He had a bad day yesterday, and he's hitting under 200 in his last 10.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. And a great day for baseball here. 81 degrees at first pitch.
Nope,
and he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Granderson around first on his way to second. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a 1-out double. So a double into the gap has him in business here with 1 away. And as you see on the graphic there, that total's good for 3rd place on the Nationals ball club.
Yeah, he's definitely one of their guys offensively. Does a nice job of finding gaps and getting into scoring position.
Anthony Rendon will stand in here. Currently 6th in the National League in RBIs, but with a good chance to pad that total here.
Yeah, and trust me, he knows exactly what's at stake for him. His contract is up at the end of the season, so he'll be looking for a nice raise here if he keeps pushing in runs like he is early in the season.
First pitch coming, here it is. And he lays off there, 1-0.
Well, this is the kind of situation where they came up short last night. They had opportunities, but they could never really cash them in, so you can bet they'd love to get something going on the board early here.
One-0 count. Here it is. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
That's a two-seam fastball right there. It looks to the hitter like it's going to be inside, and then it tails back to the inside corner of the plate.
Driven out to deep left center field. Revere going back, and this one is gone. A home run. So a 2-run shot to left center, number 14 on the season, and the Nationals move out in front here 2-0.
Well, It's just a little in, and not a terrible location, really. But if you're sitting on that pitch in that spot, you can certainly do some damage, and he absolutely did some right there. That's a 2-run homer.
Ian Desmond will stand in now, and as you take a look at the splits, his numbers compare unfavorably once he leaves the comforts of home. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. Now time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
I think Lawrence is pretty consistent and respected for his strike zone. He doesn't seem to miss many pitches too often.
Had him out in front there as he takes strike one on the circle change.
Yeah, I don't think you want to come in throwing a lot of high changeups. That's a pitch he's going to have to get lower in the strike zone.
And this one's up around the eyes, 2-1. He just doesn't seem to have as good command out there in the first inning.
You're right about that. He has not looked comfortable at all so far, and sometimes you see that when you're pitching on the road, but rarely when you're in your own home ballpark.
That's going to even up the count at 2-2. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. And with that, let's take a look at how the Phils will set up on D. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, remember, this manager has not jumped on board with all the defensive shifts. Still have that old school mentality, plays guys straight up, so we'll see how that impacts this game.
Tyler Moore will stand in, and as you can see the numbers away from home, he's been much better once he gets out on the road. Into the windup and the pitch. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Here's the 0-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Nats pick up a pair in the inning on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the first coming up. It's 2-0 Washington. Gio Gonzalez gets the ball for Washington in this one. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, you see the ERA there. Not anything that's going to jump out, but he has been dependable. He gives his ball club a chance to win.
Ben Revere comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Left fielder, Ben Revere.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. EK, these Nationals, as they take the field here today, they were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that.
And that includes losses in the first 2 games of this series, so they just need to have something positive go their way. Salvaging the finale might just be the thing.
The throw into second, and he is in there. So problems out there in right field as this is going to wind up going as an E9. Darren Ruff will stand in now, still struggling to get anything going offensively.
Well, his numbers have been kind of ugly for the entire season, but guess what? Over his last 10 games, he's hitting over 400.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. fastball too high to start him out here 1-0. No one out with a runner at second. Hit hard towards second, but there to take it is Escobar, and that's a tough out number 1. A moment now to check out the hometown Phils starting lineup. Steve, what do they need to do to complete the sweep?
Hey, just keep doing what they've been doing. They lead the league in slugging percentage. Work the ball down the lines and in the gaps. Continue to get those extra base hits that have been so crucial for them, and they're going to be successful.
Maikel Franco will come forward now and in an early RBI spot. And he's the right guy to have up there as he currently sits in 5th place in the National League runs batted in category.
Yeah, and you guys know he's definitely been one of the best run producers in the sport over the last several weeks. I'm sure his guys are hoping that he can keep it up all the way into the fall.
That's yanked into the stands, strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. Outside for a ball, 1-1. One out and a runner on second base. Hit to third. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely. And this will go down as an E5 as you can see the exasperation on his face. Brandon Jordan will get his first opportunity here, currently leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories.
What a great season, but in order to win the Triple Crown, he's going to need some help from his teammates getting on base. He's in the top 5 in RBIs, but not leading that category.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Hit hard up the middle, and that's in there. Base hit around third and being waved on home. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
Boy, I'll tell you, these are the scary ones for a pitcher. This is going to give you a pretty good angle right here because this ball is hit so hard, and it's just about right at him. I mean, there's no time to do anything out there. And he's pretty lucky that one didn't get him because he would have taken his head off.
Here's Ben Zobrist now as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. Enters play here at 279. 9 homers and the RBI count at 35. Now we'll snap one off over to the bag, and he just manages to get his hand in. Here comes the 1-0. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
This is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Chopped weakly to the left. The second for 1. But he's going to have to eat this thanks to a good hard slide and the runs in to score. So it appears he's going to leave the game here as he favors that left leg, hoping that it's not too serious, however, as he's able to get off on his own power. Adrian Beltre will stand in now, and as you can see here, he enters play 4th in the National League in round trippers.
And he comes into this month having blasted 7 out of the park last month.
He's set. Here it comes. Out in front of it, strike one. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. A runner on first with 2 away. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Span giving chase. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. So 2 runs on 2 hits, 2 costly errors, and a runner left on. We'll move to inning number 2 here in Philadelphia, and we are tied 2-2. Brock Holt is into the game as a defensive replacement now as he takes over in right.
Number 31, Brock.
Jose Lobaton will start us off here in inning number 2 with our score tied 2-2.
And with the way both teams swung the bats in the first inning, we may be looking at a lot more runs than that.
Line drive to left. And a base hit here to open up the second.
Check this out on Show Track. It's not a bad first pitch. It's down. It's on the outside part of the plate. Hey, if you can get guys to swing at that, you're going to have a lot of success. Just didn't work out here.
Stepping in now, Yunel Escobar, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. No home runs as of yet, and 6 RBIs. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in there knee high, and now they've got him behind in the count, 0-2.
And this one's taken by Escobar. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Two-2 is our score. Leadoff man aboard at first here with nobody out. Reached for and popped into the air, back behind second. There to take it is Zobrist, and that's out number 1.
Maybe a pitch here that he's trying to do a little too much with. He just can't get on top of it and winds up an easy pop-out.
Billy Burns will stand in here, and like so many others, hitless in the shutout last night.
Well, he's been hitting over 400 in his last 10 games, but wow, that was a stinker yesterday.
Kazmir sets. First pitch on its way. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. Runner at first here with 1 away in a 2-2 ball game. Grounded back up the middle. Nice slide and stop by Zobrist. And he wisely just steps on second to get the force play.
He kind of got stuck in an in-between position right here. I don't think he quite knew whether to flip it or step on the bag and take it himself. So he does get the sure out, but no shot at the double play.
Into the box, Gio Gonzalez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
Probably not a steal situation here with the pitcher at the plate. You want that pitcher to hit. You don't want to risk getting thrown out and forcing him to lead off the next inning.
1-0 pitch on the way. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
That thing's knee high on the outside third of the plate. Pretty understandable why he couldn't catch up with that one.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Popped high in the air. Ruff is there for it. And the inning is over. One left for Washington. Bottom of the second inning coming up. All square at 2 apiece. Salvador Perez strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
Salvador Perez.
Here's the first pitch to him. Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1. That's popped up out towards short right field. Escobar onto the grass. 1 away. And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at how the Nats will align themselves defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, over at shortstop in this one, we'll see an arm that you don't see very often. He has a cannon. He's the type of guy, he can kick a ball, boot it, still pick it up, and get the runner at first.
Settling in now, Drew Stubbs, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here comes the first pitch. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing and a miss for strike 1.
He might have thought he'd be getting another dose of that curveball because he was way behind that one.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
You can hit the low fastball, but you're not going to hit that one up there. You can just forget about it. You've got to make him bring that thing down.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Looks like he's finding his bearings here a little bit better in the second after a rough first inning. He gets the strikeout right here, but boy, he could have used one of these an inning ago, that's for sure.
Standing in now, Scott Kazmir. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
Yeah, that first fastball took off on him a little bit. This is a much better spot.
On a hole now as he swings and misses at a pitch in the dirt, and it's 1-2 now. You get that feeling that'll be a pitch we see a lot of as this game goes along.
And when he's throwing that thing good, a lot of times that's where it winds up. So these guys are going to have to prove they can lay off that thing in the dirt, or they're going to keep seeing it.
That's a ball.
And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning.
Boy, that's pretty good patience out there out of a pitcher who's acting like a hitter, especially with 2 outs.
Here's the pitch on 2-2. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Boy, you have got to make this guy swing the bat here on this next pitch. This is not the guy you want to lose.
And a check swing here, but he holds up far too late as it's strike 3 and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. We'll move ahead to the third, tied 2-2. The city's founder, William Penn, seen there at Top City Hall here in Philadelphia, as we welcome you back to baseball on the show. Back to the top of the order now, and standing fourth is the left-handed hitting Denard Span. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike one. Line towards center field. Stubbs is there, and he has it for the first out.
Well, that one looked like for all the world it was a sure single leading off the inning. It was certainly hit hard enough, but evidently it was hit a little too hard as it winds up getting flagged down, and that's just a tough break.
Into the box now, Curtis Granderson. As he'll take a look at ball one.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
Kazmir's ready. Here's the 1-0. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. One out, nobody on. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Revere is under it, makes the play, and there are two gone now.
Third baseman, number 6, Anthony Rendon.
Anthony Rendon will try things again. He hit that two-run homer his first time.
Well, that was a fastball that he hit then, so we'll see if they go after him with hard stuff again.
Cut fastball inside, ball one. And the off-speed pitch is taken here, a ball and a strike. One and two now as that one's fouled off.
Ball.
2-2 now with two away and the base is empty. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Two out, nobody on. This is popped high in the air toward the right side of the infield. Ruff has got it, and the side is retired. Nothing doing here this half. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3, and we are tied 2-2. Ben Revere digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
And he takes ball one. And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. Ready on 1-2. And that misses 2-2. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
High and deep to straightaway right. Back goes Span at the track. Gone! A solo shot here to straightaway right field as the Phillies move out in front 3-2.
And this is just a fastball right here, but I'm pretty sure it's not where he wanted it. This has got some elevation to it, and that's one of those where you know it's going to be a home run as soon as you let go of it.
In now, Darren Ruff.
First baseman, Darren Ruff.
As he'll go after the first pitch and send a ground ball down to third. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
Well, that's a nice job right there to readjust to that curveball. I don't know if he was sitting on it or what, but he certainly hit it hard. Unfortunately for him, right at someone.
Maikel Franco digs in with 1 run in and 1 gone in the inning. Tap fouled at home plate. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Drilled down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line.
Oh, that's just a nice play out there in the corner. You know, with most guys, this is a sure double. But he might even have hit this ball a little too hard because they can get it back into the infield quickly, and that's going to hold him to just a single.
Brock Holt takes his first shot here with the runner at first now and 1 away. Now this is up and in, and I don't think he likes that location much. It's ball 1.
He did not like that one bit. You know, it's one thing to work in with the hard stuff, but don't do it around the dome.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Pulled toward right center field. Burns on the run. 2 down.
Whoa, and as a pitcher, you'll hold your breath anytime a ball's hit in the air at this place. But luckily, he got under this ball a little bit too much, and that runner has to retreat back to first base.
Ben Zobrist steps in for his second at-bat. A fielder's choice his first time around. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. And he'll step off and fire to the bag. And the runner back. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Changeup stays outside and he's behind 2-0.
And this is what you got to do up there, Steve. You got to wait him out.
Yeah, and if you can lay off the off-speed stuff, that's when you're going to get your fastball to hit.
Here he comes on 2-0. High and away, not close. 3-0.
Is he worrying too much about that guy on first?
I think he might be. Guys worry so much about the stolen base, but they don't realize that a walk is 10 times worse.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Now there are 2 ways you can go here as a pitching coach, so he's got to make a judgment call out there. He knows what buttons to press with each of his pitchers. You know, some guys you've got to reassure and be very positive with. You know, other guys, they respond better when you go out and challenge them. Really got to read them the riot act.
Adrian Beltre stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
Looking to minimize the damage here. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. And he misses with it, 1-1.
Yeah, he didn't seem to do him any favors with the previous batter, and now here's another call that goes against him on the mound.
and he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
He's in a situation now where he does not want this game to get away from him. 2 guys on already. Now he's not in the strike zone to this hitter. He's got to reel it back in if you're flirting with a little bit of danger now with another ball.
The 2-1 on its way. And this ball's hit sharply toward the first base coaching box. It's a foul ball. 2 down, runners at first and second. Hit hard but foul to the left, and they'll try it again. The 2-2 pitch. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full, 3-2.
Boy, nothing's really come easy for him so far on the mound. He's had to work for everything, and now he's got to deal with another full count.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
That's 2 walks now here in this 3rd inning. I mean, it seems like he's having a hard time picking up the catcher right now.
Salvador Perez steps into the box here in one of the bigger spots in the ballgame so far. Bases juiced now with 2 away.
Yeah, and this is one of those make-or-break moments in a ballgame, Matt. You don't want to let an opportunity like this in the middle innings get away from you.
A bit high there. A ball and no strikes.
And with 2 walks in the inning already, he can't afford to fall behind anybody else if he wants to stay in the game.
Here it comes, 1-0. Swing and a liner. Foul. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. That's in there on the outer half, 1-2 now.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
Hit hard to short. And that's through into left, a base hit. 1 run scores. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's 5-2.
Now batting, center fielder
Bruce Stubbs will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
Action now in the Washington bullpen as a right-hander begins to get loose. From the stretch. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
You can bet they'd love to have him get out of this without having to call in that bullpen just yet.
Three runs already home here. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1.
And now this is all about minimizing damage out there on the mound. He's got to regroup, and he's got to do it quick, or this game will get away from him.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Now a swing, and he pops him up. Right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. So they pick up 3 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors, and 2 left. 3 innings complete. It's the Phillies 5 and the Nationals 2. Ian Desmond is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway.
Well, anytime you throw a first pitch strike to less than 50% of the hitters you're facing, you're looking for trouble, but not so in this game. We're in the middle innings here, and he's still pitching well.
Kazmir into the windup. 0-1 on its way. Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. Stubbs on the move, and that's the first out of the inning.
You see this ball start slicing away from him toward the end here, but he winds up staying right with it and running it down.
Stepping in now, Tyler Moore. As he'll take a changeup here for strike one.
And I think now you're starting to get the sense that he's put that first inning behind him, and he looks a lot more comfortable out there now.
And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
And you know, the problem with his slider, and it almost sounds stupid to say it, but sometimes it can literally move too much. I mean, it's a great pitch, don't get me wrong. But here, look at how far this thing runs in. That's a pitch that can be hard to control at times, and here it winds up costing him.
Jose Lobaton is the batter. Got a base hit in his first trip.
Well, and everyone knows he's slumping right now, so we'll see if that got him going.
Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball one. Fourth inning here, already a 5-2 score. The pitch is circle changed just a bit inside, and it's 2-0 now.
And his command is starting to desert him a little bit here. You hate to hit a guy and then follow that up by falling behind the next hitter, but that's what we're seeing.
Chop foul at the plate, strike one. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, this is a good fastball spot for him now, and keep in mind, he's got a big hole on that right side of the infield.
Here it is on 3-1. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball four. First and second now with one away.
Now batting, second baseman, Yunel
Stepping in
Escobar.
and ready for another shot, Yunel Escobar. He flew out in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. And a high strike there, 0-1.
Good pitch right there, right on the heels of a walk. He needed to get ahead of the next guy, and he did just that.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. On the ground up the middle. Backhanded. Throw gets him, 2 down.
That's a nice backhanded play there at second. You'd like to be able to get in front of this ball if you can, but here he does a nice job of looking it into the glove, and then he makes the throw to first for the out.
Into the box, Billy Burns. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one.
And you know, you get stuck sometimes being that number 8 hitter, trying to work the count and trying to buy a little extra time for your pitcher. Now, that's a pitch right down the middle that maybe a number 4 hitter jumps all over.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
You've got options here, so you don't need to go after this guy if you don't want to.
One and one, here it comes. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. And this ought to play the couple as this ball's down for extra bases. And the runner scores from second as they cut away into that deficit here. It's now a 5-4 ball game.
And that's how you approach a guy like this, who has so many different pitches he can throw you. You go the other way. That's a nice job of keeping this one fair, and he's going to get himself an RBI.
Standing in now, Gio Gonzalez. As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. Four runs, 4 hits, and 2 errors on the Washington line score. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
That got in his kitchen big time right there.
Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
And that's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
Yeah, right back to that inside location. When a guy shows you he can't handle a tough slider on the hands, you can bet that guy on the mound, he's going to go right back to that pitch before too long.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left on. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the Phillies 5 and the Nationals 4. Scott Kazmir is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Pitcher, Scott Kazmir.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
And this is a really important inning for him right here. Your guys go out there and get you a couple runs. You want to throw up a 0, come back in, and see if they can't get you some more.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
And now all of a sudden on the mound, this has gone from a wasted start to he's got some important innings to pitch here. This is back to being a ball game, so you could make up for those early struggles with a 1-2-3 here.
Now to the plate, Ben Revere. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Well, the last time that was a fastball, and it didn't really look like he got all of it, but the velocity of the pitch probably helped it a little bit, and he just snuck it out of here.
High and deep to right center field. Ranging back is Burns, still going back. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. Solo shot to right center. His second of the game, and it's now 6-4.
Well, it seems to me like we've seen this before. His second home run of the ball game. And it would seem to me that he hit that one harder than he did the last one. So he's definitely locked in.
In now, Darren Ruff.
19, Darren
As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. One out, nobody on. skied into very shallow right. Span is under it. 2 gone.
This has just been a rough day for this guy so far in this one. Everything they're hitting is hard, even if it's right at someone.
Digging in, Michael Franco. He singled his last time up. A big roundhouse curveball in there for strike 1.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
High in the air and deep to left center field. Burns going back on it, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. Around second, he'll try for third, and he'll get in there at third as he just misses a home run but settles for the triple.
It's a real good effort out there in center field. I didn't think he was going to have much of a chance to track this down, but he nearly comes up with it as it hits off the wall. And then once this kicks away from him, winds up getting played into a triple.
Here's Brock Holt now. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle, it's 0-1.
And you kind of wonder if he's learned anything out there. There's another pitch right down the middle, and I think he's lucky that that one didn't get hit a long way.
2 outs here with a runner at third. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And I think that's what they were trying to set him up for. Going with that changeup down in the zone on a 1-2 count. Very difficult to react to, but he did a great job of holding back.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Still 2-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. And he got him. Minimizing the damage at just a run. The inning is over. 1 for the Phillies thanks to Ben Revere. We played 4. It's the Phillies 6 and the Nationals 4. So it's back to the top of the order now. And standing fourth is the left-handed hitting Denard Span.
Denard Span.
And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. No plate discipline that time, and he's in the hole now. 0-2.
Wow, no chance of getting on top of that fastball. I mean, that's helmet level right there.
Trying to strike him out for the second time. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2.
Not a real good 0-2 there. You don't necessarily want it in the zone, but you do want to at least give him something to think about.
And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out. It's fair to say that early on at least, the runs have come in bunches here this afternoon. A high-scoring affair thus far, and we're only in the 5th inning. Curtis Granderson steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Kazmir has his target. Here's the first pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Calling for it, Revere. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Third baseman, number 6, Anthony Rendon.
Anthony Rendon strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. First offering on its way. Lofted in the air out to right field. Holt has a read on it, and that's the 3rd out. Nationals gone in order. Score remains steady at 6-4. Ben Zobrist comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th. And some action out in that Washington bullpen now as we see both a left-hander and a right-hander throwing. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
Well, this start's been a real bear for him so far. You see the pitch count here to start the 5th. That has to be a concern.
Swing and a liner, but foul. Hit the other way out toward right field. And this is handled out there by Span for the 1st out.
The third baseman, number 29, Adrian Beltre.
Digging in, Adrian Beltre. He drew a walk his first time up. First pitch of the at-bat. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. And Beltre wisely lays off that one, 1-2.
Oh, he just about found the back door with that one. Just maybe an inch or 2 away.
6 runs, 7 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Hit hard down the line. Fielded by Rendon. Throw to first will be in time to retire Beltre, and there's out number 2.
The catcher, number 13, Salvador Perez.
Salvador Perez will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far. Now a changeup to start him out, but that's looked at down and in for ball 1. Gotta say, they've done a pretty nice job laying off that tough changeup.
And I think you have to give some credit to that hitting coach. He's tried to tell him that pitch is not going to be a strike. You got to wait and make him bring something up in the zone.
Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. A dive, but it's off his glove. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Yeah, and on 1-2, when you know the guy at the plate needs to protect, that's a great spot for that curveball. A lot of guys, they would have gone fishing for that.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Phillies down in order. They're up 6-4. Ian Desmond will stand in, and he'll lead off in the Washington sixth. Now some action in the Phillies bullpen as a right-hander begins to crank it up out there. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball one. Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. A swinging bunt to the mound. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Yeah, and that's not always an easy play for a pitcher, especially when he has to barehand the ball. But luckily, he's got plenty of time out there, so he's able to set himself and then make a good, strong throw.
Stepping in now, Tyler Moore. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Well, I just don't think he was expecting that one, and it was the perfect time to just take a little off.
Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. And now a slider in there for a called 3rd strike, and there are 2 gone now.
Well, this is a stroll he's taken 5 times in this series now. That slow walk back to the dugout after getting punched out. After a while, these things, they start to wear on you. You've got to try to keep the mindset that every at-bat's a new opportunity, but most of the time, that's easier said than done.
Into the box, Jose Lobaton. As he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. 2 out, nobody on. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Holt moves over, and that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They trail it here 6-4. James Russell will come on now as he'll start out the bottom of the 6th.
Number 51, James Russell.
Drew Stubbs will stand in to lead things off here in the Philadelphia 6th.
Center fielder, Drew Stubbs.
Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1.
Yeah, after that last swing, I would have thought they'd go right back in, but that's actually not a bad location because I doubt he was looking for something out there.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Hit hard up the middle. And this is going to get on through into center, a leadoff hit.
It's been a game of offense so far, so no surprise the leadoff man's on base again. So let's see what we've got in store for us this time around.
The pitcher, Scott Kazmir, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here.
Textbook sack situation here, guys.
Showing bunt here, but he takes ball one.
And you know, I've always thought if you're pretty sure a guy might be trying to bunt, then put that first pitch out of the strike zone. Make him show you his intentions. Maybe you get him to offer it something that he shouldn't.
Now a snap move over to first, and the runner back easily.
Just checking.
And they indeed have the pitcher bunting here as he gets this one down. And good hustle to get over and tag him for the out.
Well, this is a nice job here of giving himself up. You see him square and put this ball down over toward the right side of the infield, and that's just where you want it to be. They do put the tag on him, but, hey, he gets the job done.
Ben Revere will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take you back to inning number 4. And this was his second home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
And he's always so tough on left-handed hitters. That slider is just so difficult to pick up.
Nothing in one count. Here it comes. Bat explodes as this is on the ground to third.
Well, chalk another one up for that pitcher. He's used to breaking bats, and he'll give you a little stare down after doing something like that every once in a while.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
And even on 1 and 2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
Runner at second here with one man out. Driven to right field and deep. Span ranging back, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. The run scores from second. That makes it 7-4.
It's kind of a surprise to me that he wouldn't try to go for 2 on this play. I don't know if he got caught up in his home run trot a little bit too early or what. He's going to wind up on first base here with a single off the wall.
Darren Ruff steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
Not a bad idea right there, right after you've driven in a run. Maybe the pitcher's mind is elsewhere, so he's going on the first pitch, and he makes it into second safely with that stolen base.
Here's the 0-1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Well, we'll give you a look there at the graphic. He's into double digits now with his 10th swipe of the year. Now a look and a throw back to second, and he's back standing. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Ball 2.
2-2.
Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now. Michael Franco waits on deck. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
As you can see right here, his timing just seems to be off a little bit at the plate right now. And you know what? That can happen during the course of the season. You're not always going to have your good swing. And he's the kind of guy that's got a lot of moving parts in that swing. So maybe he's at the point now in the season where he might need just a little time off so he can get back to the basics.
And ball 4 now as he'll take first on the intentional walk.
And for as hot as this guy's been recently, this is a no-brainer. Take the bat out of his hands any chance you get.
Brock Holt strides in now, and we'll see if he can come through with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th.
Well, there's still a lot of this game left, but it is starting to get late. This is a big opportunity that they don't want to let slip away.
And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Hot shot on the ground is short. There is Desmond. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Phillies will have to be content with just the 1. 7th inning coming up. It's the Phillies 7 and the Nationals 4. Welcome back to Citizens Bank Park here in Philadelphia. It's on to the 7th inning now with the Phillies out in front, and it's a good time to check out our game summary through the first 6 innings so far. Leading off the inning, Yunel Escobar, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least 1 back here in this inning.
Now some movement out in the Phillies bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen. And this is taken outside for ball 1.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
And I think with no one on base, you know, this is a guy you need to come after. I certainly wouldn't be afraid to give him a fastball here.
Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
And this should be a challenge here with a 3-run lead.
Oh, and I think that got him in the foot. Throw gets him, so they are able to get an out on an unusual play. And hopefully the pitcher's okay. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Billy Burns steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. First pitch on its way. Good fastball there by Kazmir. 0-1. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. 1 out, nobody on. Tried to shoot the corner, and he missed it. 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
And you just get the sense that he's got it on cruise control out there now. Make it 9 in a row he's set down.
James Russell.
Danny Espinoza will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 8, Danny Espinoza.
Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. Smoked on the ground left side. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
And he'd been on a pretty good roll until that base hit right there. He'd set down 9 in a row. So now he's going to have to remember what it's like to work out of the stretch.
Denard Span will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far.
Yeah, guys, not really providing the spark that they usually hope to get out of him. Maybe he can make something happen right here.
And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. And another snap throw to the bag. And a dive, but he's back.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Nationals leave 1. They're on the short end of a 7-4 score.
Your attention, please.
New pitcher coming on now, and it's the 6'4" right-hander out of UCLA, Casey Jansen. Ben Zobrist will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far.
Ben Zobrist.
Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Here's the 1-1 delivery. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Fastball is looked at for strike 2. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
Drilled to the right side. Oh, what a stop. He goes to first. He's out.
No way. That was awesome. Well, that's highway robbery right there. Boy, if he doesn't knock this thing down, I don't think there's any chance the second baseman was going to be there in the hole. And not only does he make a great play, but he also hits his pitcher right in stride, which is not always as easy as it looks.
Here's the third baseman, Adrian Beltre. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball one. Chopped foul right at home plate. Wisely lays off the cut fastball there. It's 2-1. Bases are empty, one man out. And here's a ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. And he will make the play out there, and there are two away now.
You know, he's kind of going through a stretch right now where the ball just isn't jumping off his bat. He's got a good pitch to hit right here. Looked like he put a good swing on it, but it just didn't go anywhere.
Salvador Perez, ready to take another shot, went down on strikes his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
In there at the knees, strike one. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two.
And he's really going to have to fight now. You got to take a little bit out of your swing and find a way to put this ball in play.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. On the ground to third. Rendon is there. And that will conclude matters here in the seventh. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They hold a 7-4 lead. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Ken Giles will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
And batting in the 6th spot, number 53, Ken Giles. Now playing third base and batting in the 9th spot.
Leading off the inning, Curtis Granderson. And they'll need him to get something going here. And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. On to the 8th now as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball one.
Well, now he's got to be saying, this is the wrong time for that strike zone to start shrinking. You need that to be a strike.
This one's a strike. It's 1-1.
Here's a guy that understands. It's all about getting on base at this point, so good idea there just to wait for strike one.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. And another foul ball. And this is swung on and missed by Granderson, and that's the first down of the inning.
You know, this guy's been a savior out of the bullpen for this team so far this season. His ERA is under 2 coming into play, and he gets the first man to greet him right here.
Anthony Rendon will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. Giles is ready. Here comes the first pitch. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball one.
And time's getting short here. You don't want to have to face that closer in the ninth inning needing 3 runs. They need to cut that gap down somehow.
1 out, nobody on. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Corner paint right there, 97 miles an hour. What are you going to do with that?
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full. 3-2. Set to follow here is Ian Desmond. Ouch, that comebacker appeared to get him in the arm. Thankfully, he's able to recover, and he gets the second out at first. Well, this is certainly something you never want to see. Perhaps the silver lining here, if there is one, is that got him in the non-throwing arm. So if he had to work his way through this, he probably could, assuming, of course, that there's nothing broken in there. And I think he is indeed planning to give it another go. Ian Desmond will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. And that's a called strike at the letters, so that looked high from here. It's 0-2 now.
Boy, it's been a good solid inning so far out of the pen. Let's see if he can wrap this one up.
Squared that one up just a little late. That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit on the ground to short. Franco has it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Nationals gone in order. They're on the short end of a 7-4 score. Drew Stubbs gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Pitch on the way. Into the seats, 0-1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. And the pitch on 2-1. A little too tall that time. 3-1 now.
And this is a nice job so far out of that number 8 hole. Taking some pitches, trying to get on, leading off the inning.
To short, hit hard. Played on the backhand. On to first is Desmond, and that's in time for the first out.
Now batting, third baseman, Freddie Galvis.
Freddie Galvis will stand in now as he'll be getting his first plate appearance in this one here in the 8th. And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And a breaking ball backs him out of the way. 1-0 the count. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. (3-0) now. Seems like they're working very cautiously here. Is this a little too cautious?
Yeah, I mean, why are they giving this guy so much credit up there? He's someone that you got to come right after.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
And at the plate, he might have been told, look, you're taken until you get a strike. Not a bad idea.
And, oh, that should have been ball 4 there, but it's a called strike, and that runs things full at 3-2. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's thrown a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
You can't fault the pitch selection or the location there. It's well placed, maybe just a hair off the outside corner. But 3-2, that's where you want to be.
Here's Ben Revere as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. And here's a fastball in for strike 1. 91 miles an hour that time.
Yeah, that finds a zone, but some of these pitches are getting a little too much elevation. That could come back to bite him.
Here it comes on 1-1. Runners off for second. Ground ball left side. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Well, he fails here in his bid for a 5-hit ball game, but he's had a game to remember, no doubt about it.
Darren Ruff struggling so far in this one. He'll look to erase his 0-for-4 ball game with a base hit right here.
Oh, man, it's never fun to go over, but let's see if he can find a way to climb out of it.
And, boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1.
Well, he's been in a tough stretch offensively, and this sure ain't going to help.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Hit to short. Scooped up on the backhand. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Phillies strand 1. They hold a 7-4 lead.
Your attention, please.
9th inning save situation, and they'll turn it over to one of the best in the business, the all-star Jonathan Papelbon. Tyler Moore will be the first one to greet Papelbon as he'll get things started here in the 9th.
This just isn't any closer. This is one of the top closers in the game, so good luck.
Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. Papelbon's ready. Here's the 0-1. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
This is not the first time today that he's chased out of the zone. That's why he's looking at a hat trick.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
A good high fastball. Maybe something to try and change the eye level there. And now, I might anticipate another slider down in the zone, maybe even in the dirt.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Belted high and deep into right center. Stubbs ranging back. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. Solo shot to right center. 7 home runs for him on the year now, and that lead is trimmed to 7-5 here.
One rule for being a successful closer, you gotta keep the ball in the ballpark. He's still got a lead to work with after this home run, but his margin for error is pretty much gone now.
Up next for Washington, catcher, Jose Lobaton.
Into the box now, Jose Lobaton, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. The 1-0 delivery. And that's high and away, and the count goes to 2-0. Bases are empty here, nobody out. Over the outside half, and it's 2-1.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
Here it is. And here's a ball hit in the air. Revere sprinting after it and reined in, 1 away.
Now batting.
Well, you know, he had the right idea up there, so at least you know he's thinking. He tried to go the other way with this ball, but he got under it just a little bit, and it's an easy play out there in left field.
Yunel Escobar will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it 1 pitch at a time, 1 runner at a time.
Here's the pitch. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. And that's more of a slurve than a slider, but whatever it is, it's 1-2. Ooh, he saws him off with that one. On to first, and now the Nationals are down to their final out here.
And you know what, guys? Since he's got an over going, he's probably saying right now, you know what? You can have that bat. Good riddance. Wasn't doing anything for me anyway.
Standing in now, Billy Burns, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate. And there's ball 2 now.
They're definitely making him work out there. He came in trying to shut the door, and he has not had an easy time of it.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Started to chase that time, but then he wisely holds off for ball 3.
And obviously a walk here would be a huge development in this game with 2 outs in the 9th inning. You don't want to bring that tying run to the plate.
And that's taken for strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon. And now the crowd, estimated at over 29,000, come to their feet. Chopped foul over towards the dugout. Papelbon trying to finish it. The pitch. Swinging a shot back up the middle. And that's in for his 2nd hit of the afternoon. And if the Nationals decide to pinch hit here, there you get a look at what remains on their bench to choose from. Luke Ramey will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 23, Luke Ramey.
They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. And now the wheels spin in that first base dugout.
Oh, that man right there's got to be sweating bullets. Hard to say I blame him at all.
Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1. Two out with the man at first. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Dribbled to the right side. Throw on to first. He'll take care of him. And the Phillies have finished off a 3-game sweep here on home soil, as this one is over.
Well, and you know, maybe the calendar change will do them some good as they begin a new month with a good victory.
Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory. Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
Yeah, he connected on a couple of long home runs. Really put his guys on his back and carried them to the victory.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Phillies win this one 7-5.